Hi family, this is Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy, and I am a colon hydrotherapist that practices the art of internal detoxification through the use of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. And today's video is for specifically the ladies, but definitely for the men as well, because you have women that you care for dearly in your life, so you may want to pass this information on to them. But this information is going to be geared around our menstrual health, our menstrual cycles, our vaginal health, and our uterus, fallopian tubes, and ovaries. And so the other day, I had a client who reached out to me, and she is having irregular menstrual cycles, and she has consistent yeast infections. The doctors can't figure out why she's having yeast infections. So I'm going to try to keep this video very short and sweet to the point. But here is the main fact that I want to keep in the forefront. What you put in your mouth and on your body is going to create the total sum of who you are right now. There is no other way around that. Literally no other way around it. So if you're having any type of digestive upset, reproductive health upset, if you're having headaches, if your hair is falling out, if you're having breakouts, all that good stuff, it's a direct result from what you've been putting in your mouth and on your skin, and also to emotionally and spiritually. But we'll talk about that in a different video. I'll probably do another video after this one. And so in keeping this video short, I started asking her very specific questions. What have you been eating? She went through the whole list. There was really nothing that could give her a yeast infection based off of the foods that she's been eating. Have you been using tampons too long or been using pads too long? She's like, no, my menstrual cycle's been kind of off. Okay, fine. Have you been taking any antibiotics for a specific length of time, like more than 14 days? She's like, no. Have you had any dental work done? She's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, do you take birth control, an IUD, anything along those lines, any pills for birth control? She's like, no. Then I started asking her very personal, well, more specific personal questions. And so I asked her if she was sexually active, and she said, yes, I'm sexually active. Do you have one partner or multiple partners? And she said, well, right now, for the last 8 months, I just have one partner. Okay, fine. Tell me his diet. And that's when everything went silent. And I'm like, hello. And she's like, well, his diet is not the best. It's very acidic. He smokes, he drinks a lot, he eats a lot of meat and potatoes. She's like, I don't really see him drinking water. His diet is not so great. Now, her diet is pretty much plant-based, alkaline. She is entertaining an individual who is on the complete opposite end of that spectrum, right? They don't align. They don't come together. They're kind of like this, or they just don't come together. Let's just say that much. And so she's like, well, why do you ask? Well, Queen, what that man, or let me back up. So I asked her another very specific question. I said, so when you are intimate with your partner, are you using a barrier protection? And she's like, no. Bingo. Now we're talking about what we need to talk about. So she said, well, why do you ask? And I explained to her that, again, you are the total sum of what you put in your mouth and on your skin. So if you're entertaining an individual, it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, if he's eating very acidic, if he's eating a lot of meat, consuming a lot of pork, drinking a lot, smoking a lot, not having regular bowel movements, the quality of his sperm is going to be the exact same way. That goes for the same for women. Whatever you put in your body and on your skin is going to be the total sum of the secretions that you have coming through your vaginal canal, right? Here we go. So when a man releases into a woman who has a very alkaline diet, a very water-based diet, and his diet is the complete opposite, it's very acidic, chemistry 101 out the gate. If you paid any attention in chemistry when you were in high school, you're going to have a chemical explosion, thus a yeast infection. A yeast infection is a good thing. That is your body telling you that we cannot take this. This does not work for our system. It's too acidic. Danger, 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 danger. Stop dealing with that person or whatever is going on. So that's your body's sign giving you these warning signs to say, stop. This is not healthy for us. We don't like it. It doesn't work well with your chemistry. Yes, the same thing goes down for men. I had a male client, this was last year. I had a male client come up to me and he was like, you know, Mo, I know we don't talk about this often, and this is, you know, you're a colon therapist, you're not, you know, anything else, but I just need to ask you, like, I have this rash going on. I don't know what it is. Okay, well, where's your rash? So he said, well, you know, it's down there. And I said, well, is it over the entire scrotum or just on the shaft of the penis? And he said, well, it's kind of on, you know, it's on the shaft of the penis and a little bit on the scrotum. I just went straight to the point. Tell me about your partners. What are they doing? And he's like, oh my God. Oh yeah, player. It gets real. Now let's take it a step further and let's talk about oral hygiene. If you are enjoying oral sex with somebody who doesn't have amazing dental care, what do you think is going to happen to your lower extremities? Think about that for a second. Be very clear about who you allow to place their lips on your most precious parts of your body. And then you're swapping that back and forth. It's bigger, it's bigger, it's bigger than you, and it's bigger than him. We're talking about health here. You only get one body and two sets of teeth. The third set of teeth are going to cost you. Think about that again. Let me say that one more time, because most people, it goes over their head. You get one body and two sets of teeth. The third set of teeth are going to cost you dearly. Yes? So with that being said, loves, I leave you in light and love, and I really want you to sit and think about how you are treating each other. How are you feeding each other? How are you encouraging health in a relationship? In order for a relationship to thrive, both people need to be on the same vibratory level. So if you have one person eating plant-based and the other person eating an acid-based diet, it's not going to work. Your thinking is going to be off. Your ideas are going to be off. Your beliefs are going to be off. It's not going to align. And you can challenge me about this all day long, but I promise you, I've seen it time and time again. I've been doing this for 13 years and it just doesn't work. I've seen it in my personal relationships. I personally, when I was dating, yeah, no brainer. I probably should do a video about that too, as well, about healthy signs when you know your partner is your partner. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But until then, loves, I hope I leave you with love and light and some food for thought on how you take care of your temple and how you enjoy your relationships. You have any questions, feel free to call me. My phone number is 562-682-0818. And once again, this is Mo with Moya Body Care, and I am a colon hydrotherapist in Torrance, California. Feel free to reach out via website. My website is Moya, M-O-Y-A, bodycare.com. Until then, be blessed.